seeing this trend with authors, and I shouldn't even say recently because y'all have been doing this a really long time, where authors are using real life people to promote their books. Athletes, Hollywood actors, characters from movies. We're even seeing people use criminals to promote their books. And if you've been following along on this channel, you know we've talked to our lawyer about personality rights and writing people into our books and using people to promote our books. And you know that's highly illegal. You cannot do that. You can get sued for that. You can get in big trouble for that. You should not be doing this. And I understand the appeal of it. Being able to say, oh, well, that basketball player is like the basketball player in my novel. They look like them, they act like them, they do all these things. I'm going to use them to promote my book because that is something big and overarching that people understand. When it comes to marketing, if people can understand things, it's going to be a lot easier to market. Let me break it down this way. It's kind of like the difference between an author marketing their books and readers marketing books. If you are an author and you're promoting your own stuff, you don't have a built-in audience. So you grow much slower on social media than like a book talker would. Book talkers come in and they're not building up their own personal brands. They're building themselves up on existing audiences from ACOTAR and Hunger Games and Harry Potter, things that people universally know more about, like, accept, love, and are connected to. So people who are building their businesses on like a universal topic as opposed to an individual topic, that's going to be a big difference. If a book talker is going to get on and talk about a bunch of books, they're going to grow a lot faster than an author who's just talking about their books. You are going to see like mommy vloggers, which is a universal topic, grow a lot faster than somebody who is just talking about like their own personal business where they're making kid toys, right? So those universal topics do help us in our marketing because it's something people already know. It's something people already understand. People understand what these big companies or these big topics are going to be. So it would feel easy to us to latch onto those. I write a lot of retellings. It would be very easy for me to sit here and talk about all the Disney movies and talk about the Disney characters and la 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 la, Disney, Disney, Disney. I love Disney. I love to talk about them, but I don't use them to promote my books. Because I can't, it's not legal. It's something that can get me in a lot of trouble. I could look at an actress or an actor or an athlete or somebody who has some level of celebrity, and I could attach myself to that and say, well, this is like my character. Back at the beginning of Book Talk, a lot of people would equate a couple of my characters to some really big TikTok people, like people who would go on and cosplay, like, you know, the men who just like existed for being men and did really, really well because everybody flocked to them because they were gorgeous. My fans would constantly compare my book characters to those people. And I could have sat there and said, well, yeah, this character is like this guy on TikTok, and it would have blown up. But I can't use that guy to market my characters without his permission. And so we keep seeing authors gravitate toward athletes and Hollywood celebrities and just celebrities in general to market their books, but they can't do that. They can get in a lot of trouble for that. They can get sued for that. It's infringement. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. So please, please do not be using real life people or other people's intellectual property to be marketing your book. You cannot use Disney. You cannot use movies. You cannot use TV shows. You cannot use all of those things. Those are all protected. You cannot be using them to market your book. You can get in massive legal and financial trouble if you do. Again, we have a full playlist with my lawyer where we break down all the stuff you can and cannot do inside of the publishing industry, and we keep you legally safe and protected with hundreds of episodes where we talk about how you can be marketing, how you can't be marketing, copyright infringement, intellectual property theft, all of those things. And he comes back all the time for new episodes. So if you've got questions that are not covered in the hundreds of videos that we've done, you can ask and we'll get it back for more episodes. But I will link the playlist down below. You can go through and you can see from a legal perspective, an actual lawyer who then teaches other lawyers what you can and cannot be doing. And you cannot be using other people to market your books. Please stop doing that. Even if your fans gravitate that way, even if they say things, you cannot jump on it. You must keep yourself back away from that because it could not only tank your entire career, but cost you everything you have. Please be careful with this. You cannot be doing things just because you saw another author doing it on TikTok does not mean that it's not illegal and that you can be doing it. You must be careful with that. Drop your questions down below. Check out the legal playlist. Really important to go through that because there's just so much that people do on TikTok in the author space that you just cannot be doing legally. And because they see other people doing it, they're doing it, and then they're putting themselves in really dangerous positions. So please just be careful with that. Please be careful with that. Go through the playlist, ask the questions. The lawyer will come back for more, but we want to make sure that you're doing things properly inside of how you're marketing, how you're writing your book, all of those things to make sure you are having the best author life ever with the least amount of stress and overwhelm as you continue to be profitable as an author this year. We'll see you in the upcoming episode.